28, female, and I've been with my fiancé, who I'll call Jake, 30, for 5 years. We got engaged last year, and our wedding was set for 3 weeks from now. But last week, my entire world flipped upside down when I discovered Jake was hiding something massive. Not just one secret, but layers of lies that make me question everything about our relationship. I'm a mess, and I need to tell someone. So here's what happened. Jake and I met at a mutual friend's game night. He was the guy everyone gravitated toward. Witty, kind, with this infectious laugh that made you feel warm. We bonded over terrible board game strategies and ended up sneaking out for late-night tacos. It was like something out of a romantic comedy. We loved the same things, hiking up mountains, watching cheesy movies, and planning adventures. 2 years in, we moved into a little apartment with creaky floors and 2 small closets. Last year, he proposed on a cliffside during a sunset hike, with the sky all pink and gold. I said yes, crying, thinking this was it, my happily ever after. Jake's a freelance graphic designer, so his schedule was always a bit chaotic. He'd work late, meet clients at weird hours, or disappear for inspiration trips. I never thought twice about it. He'd show me his designs, sleek logos, vibrant posters, and I'd help him tweak taglines or pick colors. He made me feel like part of his world. He'd leave sticky notes with goofy drawings on my coffee mug or plan surprise picnics when I had a bad day. We were planning our wedding, picking out wildflower bouquets, arguing over cake flavors, laughing about who'd cry first at the vows. I thought we were solid. But about 8 months ago, things started feeling off. Jake got weird about his phone. He'd tilt it away when texting or take calls in the other room saying it was client stuff. One night, I saw a notification from someone named Alex with a heart emoji. I asked, and he brushed it off, saying Alex was a chatty client who loved emojis. I bought it. We were knee-deep in wedding plans, venue deposits, guest lists, my dress fittings. Why would I suspect anything? But the weirdness piled up. He'd come home late, smelling faintly of perfume, claiming it was from a crowded coffee shop. He started working weekends away, saying he needed to meet clients out of town. I'd ask to tag along, but he'd say it was boring meetings and I didn't push. Last week, everything unraveled. Jake was out for a client dinner and I was home, organizing our wedding binder. His laptop was open on the counter, logged into his email. I don't know why I looked, maybe it was the months of nagging doubt, but I sat down and opened his inbox. There it was, an email from Alexis Hart with the subject, "Miss you already." My heart sank. I clicked, and it was like a knife. The email was flirty, intimate, talking about a weekend they spent at a lake cabin last month. A weekend Jake told me he was at a design conference. Attached were photos. Jake and a woman, laughing by a campfire, her head on his shoulder, his arm around her. They looked like a couple. I kept digging, my hands shaking. There were dozens of emails, texts synced to his cloud, even a shared calendar labeled A and J. They had dates planned, dinners, movie nights, a romantic getaway set for the week after our wedding. There were messages about gifts he'd bought her, like a necklace I'd never seen. My head was spinning. This wasn't a one-night mistake. Jake was living a whole other life, but it got worse. I found another email thread, this one from his sister, Mia. She'd written, "You need to tell her about Alexis before the wedding. It's not fair." My blood ran cold. His sister knew? I scrolled back and found messages where Mia begged him to come clean, saying she hated lying to me. Jake replied, "I'll handle it. I love them both." Both? I felt like I couldn't breathe. Then I found a third thread from a friend of his saying, "Dude, you're playing with fire. Alexis thinks you're moving in with her after the honeymoon." Moving in? After our honeymoon? When Jake got home, I was on the couch, laptop open, photos staring back at me. I didn't yell. I was too broken. I asked, "Who's Alexis?" He froze, then tried to play dumb, saying she was a friend. I showed him the emails, the calendar, his sister's messages. He collapsed into a chair, head in his hands, and spilled everything. He'd been seeing Alexis for 9 months since meeting her at a client pitch. It started as a flirtation, but grew into a full relationship. He said he loved me and wanted our life together, but he also cared deeply for Alexis and couldn't choose. He admitted his sister found out months ago and had been pushing him to tell me. He thought he could sort it out before the wedding. I asked about the moving in comment. He looked panicked, saying Alexis had been pressuring him to commit, and he'd maybe implied they'd live together someday to keep her happy. I asked if he ever planned to tell me. He said he was waiting for the right time. I laughed, bitter, and told him to leave. He begged, crying, saying he'd end it with Alexis and do anything to fix us. I didn't care. I packed a bag of his stuff and told him to go. He's been staying with his friend since. The next day, I called Mia. She was sobbing, saying she wanted to tell me but didn't know how. She confirmed Alexis didn't know about me. Jake told her he was single. Mia said she'd caught them together at a family barbecue I couldn't attend, and Jake swore it was a one-time thing until she saw them again. I felt betrayed by her too, but she's been texting me apologies, offering to help with anything. Now it's been a week, and I'm lost. I canceled the wedding venue and the florist, but I haven't told our families or friends yet. I'm so humiliated. My best friend says I'm lucky to have found out now, but it doesn't feel lucky. I keep replaying our 5 years, every hike, every late-night talk, every promise. Was any of it real? I found Alexis on social media, and she posts about Jake like he's her soulmate. Photos of them at places he took me, captions about their future. She has no clue I exist, and it kills me. Jake's been blowing up my phone, begging for a second chance. He says he's ended things with Alexis, offered to go to couples therapy, and swears he only wants me. But how do I trust him after this? And then there's Alexis. I want to tell her the truth. She deserves to know she's been lied to, too. But I'm scared it'll make me look like the crazy ex. Or worse, she won't believe me. I even found a draft email Jake never sent, where he wrote to Alexis about breaking things off but didn't follow through. It's like he's stringing us both along, even now. I'm also grappling with my own heart. 5 years is a long time. We had plans. Kids, a house, trips to places we pinned on a map. Part of me wonders if we could rebuild, but the thought of him with her makes me sick. And I'm terrified of starting over. What if I never find someone who gets me like I thought he did? What if I'm alone forever? I'm sleeping in our bed, surrounded by wedding magazines and his old sweatshirts, and I don't know how to move forward. So I'm turning to you for advice. Should I tell Alexis about Jake's double life? Is there any way to salvage our relationship? Or am I delusional for even thinking about it? How do I pick up the pieces when my whole future just imploded? I feel like I'm drowning, and I need help.